Spotify is about to change their royalty model, meaning that starting this week, and it's already started. We're gonna have it's gonna be the same royalty model, but everybody that is that is making less than 1,000 stream will not be paid. That is, I mean, you know, it's very interesting. You know, you have to understand how the world kind of works and how revolutions go, and then after a certain time there's either another revolution or there's a iteration of the pace of things. For a long time, the only way to listen to music was to go and buy a CD. So you had to buy an object, and inside of the object, the disc, there was the music. So the music was materialized by the object. So not only it cost a lot of money to record, and you could not record at home, but it also costs a lot of money to fabricate the object. So every CD cost you €2 or $2 from factory cost, the plastic cost, printing, burning the information inside of the digital CD or the vinyl or the cassette, etc., then the packaging, then printing the packaging, then the plastic of the packaging, and then the plastic wrap, and then sending to the distribution company, and then arriving to the stores where the client would come and purchase. And what happened with that is that it made only the strong, the lucky, or I'm gonna say talented, but only the talented that were spotted by the people who had enough money to pay for the studio would be able to try. And it's interesting to see how everybody wants to blame Spotify. Every artist wants to blame Spotify and their business model for them not making money from their art. But nobody wants to blame the public for being cheap as fuck and not wanting to pay more than $10 a month for all the music in the world. Like, back in the days when I wanted to buy a Michael Jackson album, I had to bring my €20 to the Virgin Megastore for just that one album. Now, for the price of that one album, I can have 2 months of Spotify where I can listen to everything. And nobody is asking the clientele, are you willing to pay $20 per album or $1 per single? Let's go back to how it was before. Nobody wants to ask this to the listeners. And listen, back in the days of the CDs, the same listeners, you would have 5-10% that would buy your music and 90% that would download for free. Nobody wants to ask these people for accountability. That is very interesting. And the second question nobody wants to ask is about the fact that artists don't want to point the finger at the fact that there's too many artists now, because anybody can buy this microphone. It costs, now this one costs 1,000 something, okay, but this one costs 200 and you can record with this one, same quality. That's actually a USB version of what Michael Jackson used to do Thriller. So can't go wrong with this. But if a microphone costs 200 euros and I can do everything in my house, including talking to everybody, the fact that making content is cheap, it only costs me electricity to be able to be seen by anybody in the world. But as I'm doing it, there's probably another million people that are doing the same right now, that are live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, X, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. But if everybody can do it, there's a real segmentation, there's a real super fragmentation of the auditoire, the people that are listening to us. I don't know how many people are watching right now, probably 200 people. But if it was only 50 people being able to do it, it wouldn't be 200 people watching. It would be 20,000 people, 200,000 people. And yes, you have to understand how to work differently to make it happen. And most people don't know. But what nobody has the courage to do is to say there's too many creators. There's way too many artists. There's way too many influencers. There's way too many photographers. There's way too many gurus. There's way too many pasteurs. There's way too many YouTubers. There's way too many singers, rappers. There's way too many beat makers. There's too many people. And because there's too many people, it removes the magic of being an artist, being a beat maker, being a creator. Because everybody's a creator. So being a creator is not magic anymore. It's not something crazy. Oh my God, you're a creator? Yeah, me too. What do you create? I make hot dogs. I make all type of hot dogs, and I film them in HD quality and put everything on the platform. And I have 1 million followers that are hot dog lovers on YouTube. Wow. What about you? Well, I sing zouk, I sing kizomba, I sing this, I sing that, I sing reggaeton, I sing urban. Well, not only there's way too many people doing this, but at the same time, the people who are paying are cheap. That's the truth that everybody is scared to say, because it doesn't sound great to tell another artist, I can do it and you can't. Because artistry is supposed to be freedom. It's supposed to be inclusive. It's supposed to be for everyone. So, yeah, nobody will say it, but as a businessman, you have to understand the theory of offer and demand. If you want to make money, you have to have more demand than offer. Meaning that your offer is the product. If you have 10 products and you have 10 buyers and everybody want to buy one product, well, you have to find a price. Let's say you put every product at 10. If every buyer is willing to buy at 10, you make 100. But now if you have still the 10 buyers, but you only have 3 products, and everybody, all 10 want the same product, you might want to raise your price, because the first one will say, yo, I want this product for 10. And the other 9 say, yo, I want it too. And one of them will say, yo, I'm willing to pay 30. And somebody will say, yeah, well, I'm willing to pay a 50. Yeah, I'm willing to pay 70. Oh, hey, I'm willing to pay 300 for the product. The richest person will buy one. And now you're like, yeah, the product is 300 because there's only 3 of them and it's 10 of you. So who wants the product? The 3 people who have 300 will give you 900. Now, if on the opposite, you have 10 products and only 3 buyers, well, the buyers have the choice. If they cannot have the one that buyer 1 has, buyer 1 buys 1 product, there's still 9 products left for the last 2 people. So they're gonna be like, yeah, okay, I'll take the second one. Oh no, the third person wants the second one. Listen, give me the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. I don't care. Once those 3 bought them, so your price actually might go from 10 to 7 because you have too much product and there's not enough buyers. And this is the world we're living in. There's a lot of product and there's a lot of buyers. There's actually billions of buyers and there's 1 million new songs every day or every 10 days. So that's, yeah, listen, it's just like water. It costs nothing. It's just like air. There's too much, there's enough air for everybody. So air doesn't cost money. Air would cost money if we were in space and there was scarcity. That's the theory of offer and demand. Once you understand this in economy, you understand what's going on. There's so many people being able to create music, create content, create videos, etc. And there's so many people that are willing to consume it, but for cheap, that if you want to understand how to make money, you have to understand the business principle of that. If not, you're not going to make money. So, but the artists, they will never tell you that. They will say, oh, it's Spotify's fault because it's the big giant company making money. And they don't want to say, hey, you 10 singers, you have to stop. Hey, you beat makers, you have to stop. Hey, everybody on YouTube, when I'm live, I want nobody live. I want only like 50 people. Because everybody's going to be like, yeah, why you and why not me? So this is the real issue and the problem of social media and the world of today, where everybody can make. And listen, it's about to get worse because now computers, the AI is about to be able to create content that is even better than your imagination. And the AI is going to be able to sing. The AI is going to be able to make beats and create stories without the need of humans' creativity. So the question you always have to ask yourself in these type of situations is, okay, what am I going to do? Instead of, it was better before, what you have to ask yourself is, okay, how do I adapt myself? If you don't do that, it's over. It's over. Consider the conversation over for you. And this is the world where we are living. This is what is going on right now. What are we going to do?